Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Alpha Centauri Alien Crossfire. Last video was mostly a tutorial one, and now that the intro stuff is over, we can begin our scientific expansion of the unknown and the inevitable conquest of everyone who is not us. So, first thing we're going to want to establish, more bases. More bases, more tech. That simple. There's a few different ways you can build them. Now, in the early game here, for defense purposes, it's not a bad idea to build with a distance of 3. This will allow, with roaded tiles, for infantry to reach there in one turn. Very good for defense. Unfortunately, I cannot go there because of the goddamn fucking monolith. I couldn't go there, though. So, it's whatever. I could also go there if I remove the xenofungus, which I might. So we're going to go down here. And I don't really look for special resources or anything like that to build my guys next to. I just build them wherever the fuck I want. That's kind of how I do it. We got recycling tanks, I guess. I wasn't really going for it. But, darn it. Whatever. Again, the population growth in this town is going to be, or that base is going to be pretty absurd. So we'll go ahead and change this up here. Now, one of the things we will be looking at building is the virtual network. Since, here, let me see if I can, fuck, how do I do this? Help. There we go. So, virtual network, these are basically secret projects. Human Genome and Virtual World are secret projects. These are your wonders of this game. So, the virtual world. In addition to the normal effects, network nodes count as hologram theaters at each of your bases and reduce the number of drones by 2 and increase psych output by 50%. So basically what these do is we have a penalty where we get additional drones, or we get drones faster. That will help counteract that significantly. So that's probably something we will go for. However, 75 turns does not look appealing. So we're going to keep with simple stuff such as colony pod to continue to expand our realm. And I'm just going to put him on stockpile energy so he doesn't accidentally repeat out colony pods. Go ahead and continue to scout. This guy has come to his base, which is great. Monitoring station, sure. Now, of course, they're going to share some tiles. You know, sorry, keep right-clicking. These are in range. That one's being worked. My theory on it is I don't really give a shit. Some people decide they want to min-max stuff, of course, and you know, I don't want any of your tiles being shared. I can understand that. However, you know, it's whatever. Do what you can do, and that's all you can do. Also, this stuff needs to be changed. However, we should be getting Centauri ecology soon. We'll be switching over to form production. Also, pause infest in native life forms. Basically, this is the game's way of saying it hates me. Okay, continuing on. 9-7. Should we attack? Absolutely. So long as you hit every time and they don't hit. Anyways, that's combat. Basically, every time you attack, it's going to tell you some odds of winning. They're pretty good, such as 15 to 14. Will basically equate to, I believe the 15 is mine, the 14 is theirs. This is going to equate to my death, as shown. Centauri ecology is great. I can now build formers. And we are going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and get Doctrine of Flexibility, which will allow us to build boats so that I can get out on the water and build faster. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have any defenders for this stuff. I'll get over it. And we don't want stockpiling energy, of course. We're going to switch to formers. And we're going to build a couple of those. And probably another colony pod after that. Also you. I might want to hurry. Never mind. Switch to... Ugh. Switch to formers. And recycling tanks, I guess. Actually, insert the colony pod there. Alright. So, we don't have scouts anymore. They all went kapooey, which I guess happens. Like I said, I'll get over it. Go ahead and build this. And, of course, get out more farmers, some recycling tanks. And speaking of all that, why don't you also give me a scout? Alright, we're going to have you defend. So, we want to get rid of the xenofungus, which is great. But we also want to plant a lot of fucking forests. So we can do that by holding shift and pressing F. Now, forests cause very, very little, if any at all even, eco damage, which is great. It means you can span them everywhere. They also provide one of each of the resources, so one nutrient, which is food, one minerals, which is hammer, and one energy, which is gold, currency. Basically, how this works, if you guys have never seen this before, up here is growth. Town's going to grow in 1 turn. Up here is the base facilities, of course. If you want to select the governor, there are different types of attitudes they will have. Build, conquer, explore, discover. You have 3 different resources. Nutrients, again, is food. Minerals, hammers, energy is currency. However, it's split. So you have energy allocation down here. Half of it is going to economy, which is, money, I believe. So I'm getting basically 2 energy out of it. The other half is going into labs, which is research. So we have 3 energy going in, and we have the network node, which actually increases by 50% all lab output, which equates to, I guess, 2 in this case. Half of 3 is apparently 2. I guess. So maybe it rounds up. Which means that this is also producing 5 tech points. That's basically how that works. Yeah, so you can go, I think, let's see, if I go like menu, maybe like HQ. Data links? No. How do I get to my tech? Sorry. Like I said, it has been a while since I have actually played this game. Oh, research goal. I don't think it's actually going to change it. Maybe I should have done that. Is it really... okay. No. Laboratory status. There we go. So up here you can monitor your tech. Breakthrough every 8 years. My next breakthrough is anticipated in 1 year. This has to do with the lab points that are going in to, from my different bases here, which I believe you can see from here. University is 5, monitoring stations 2, and die place is also 2. So we can go here. We can see 2 and 2. So yeah. Anyways, just in case you guys were wondering, there you go. Flexibility. That's great. Now we are going to go for, I believe, Explore 3 already, huh? We could go for this, which would give me, well, empath skills, right? Biology labs, which would give me, I believe, yeah, +2 labs. So basically +2 tech. So like our 5 would become, 7 or whatever. That's not bad. It is a tier 3 though. Industrial base wouldn't be bad either. This would give us some more defense for units that are going to defend, which is great because we'll probably want some defenders, and it's only a tier 1. It'll be pretty quick to get. You are my explorer, thus you can go and do that. That is a mine worm, and it makes me cry like a little girl, so I'm going to move him here. You can go there and start getting rid of that xenofungus. Okay. Now, rocky terrain, such as the one I am on, I believe I cannot build a forest. That is correct. So we are going to build a mine instead. You can build a road there. We can press, I believe, F to get rid of fungus. If this is something fungal related or mine worm related, I'm going to be very upset. Well, I guess it was an earthquake. And we successfully defended our base, which is great. It means we didn't die. Here's an interlude. Again, I'm not going to read it. Here's some time for you guys to pause. You know, you may want to read it. You know, it talks about mine worms, giant swarms of boils. So, you know, 10-centimeter nightmares wiggled out of the fungal beds. Anyways, I'm done. So apparently there was an earthquake. What was the thing? And there's another pod. Of course, it has native life forms in it. Yes, he's hardened. We're going to pass some turns there, and hopefully he's going to heal up. Now, if you look down here, we're going to see forces supported. And basically, you can only build so many... basically, whenever a unit is built, it needs to be supported by a base. So this base has put out 4 units that are currently alive. 3 formers, and of course its guard. So basically, depending on what your support rating is, which is this stat right here. So if you look down there, it's going to be, I believe, in white. Support 2 units free per base. So this base is already supporting its 2 free units, and in order to have additional units, it must pay a 1 mineral upkeep cost, which is why it now reads 7 minus 2, totaling 5. It kind of sucks, but we really need the formers right now to start getting rid of all this fungus and other shit that wants to basically murder us in our sleep. So we're going to keep exploring here. Now, although this stuff doesn't go darker again, there is fog of war around. To keep that in mind. So, like there could be a guy here or here. Also, the mine worms are very good at hiding within the xenofungus. You basically cannot see them at all, and sometimes you may even accidentally try and move into them, only for them to crush your hopes and dreams like that. So, unfortunately, my scout is now dead. But we did get that, which is great. New tech, always great. And we are going to get I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go with lasers. I would like to get more combat tech, because even though we are, you know, happy fun times tech guy, war is inevitable. Everyone must, of course, bow to the might that is Zakharov, and you know, this is our planet, not theirs. And we will rectify that mistake of them ever thinking that they would have a chance. However, on this difficulty, they might just have that chance. We're going to go ahead and build here. This is a distance, unfortunately, of 2 from that base. And 3 there. But with all this fungus, I cannot colonize in fungus. I don't have much of a choice. And I need bases. So, besides, if you apparently take that path, that's a distance of 3, even though, you know, that's really 2 squares. Anyways, go ahead and build here. Not the best base placement, but I'll get over it. This will allow me to support more units and the likes. So, it's a win-win for all mankind. Let's go ahead and continue to road and spread our forests for future bases to come. You can go ahead and hold position. And build more roads. Basically, we're spamming roads and forests everywhere we can. You know, unfortunately, I pooped out another colony pod there, which may not be as unfortunate as I had once said. That's the other thing forests can do. I don't know if I mentioned. They can expand on their own, which is wonderful. Saves you time and provides their bonuses quicker. Build a road there. Now, we can't build a forest on the same tile we built a mine, unfortunately. That'd be really cool. but and you see sometimes they can grow pretty quick. So we got applied physics, which is giving us a laser. It has 2 offensive weapon, which will be instantly replaced by the particle impactor, which is a 4 offensive weapon. Oops, you are building a farm. You need to cancel those orders. Build me, yeah. So go ahead and build a forest there and a forest there, and build me another forest. You've already built roads. That's great. We go ahead and build here. Go there. I probably will build a base out there on the coast. One of the good things about sea tiles is they can provide quite a bit of food and quite a bit of energy. So they're not. They're pretty useful for the most part. Build base here. Bushido Duvar. All right, and you can go ahead and build the standard 2 formers and build that. Now this place has been pumping out colony pods, which is fine. Fortunately, it can keep up with it, or its population can, keep up. Build here. Go ahead, road. Unfortunately, that mine worm just ate our base. It was not able to get its defender up in time. We will all mourn its loss, and then we will build another one. Now, I'm not too sure if that mine worm's gone, like he suicided. I can't remember the last time that has actually happened to me, so I'm going to just assume that he is dead. Let's see, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I guess I could go there. It's kind of a funky path, but that's still 3 in some regards. Go ahead and go there. And we'll go ahead and build a mine here. Fortunately, a forest has seemed to spread over there, I guess through a diagonal tile. Right here, which is great. Okay, so Lady Daedra has authorized a secret project codenamed the Human Genome Project. That's basically telling everyone that she is now attempting to build the human genome, which is going to give her +1 talent in every base. Whatever, she can have it. I don't really care. Hopefully that worm is gone. That's all I care about right now. And yeah. Now I don't really have any defenders out here defending these guys. Now I do have a defender out here defending these guys. No. Wow. No. It's mostly because I don't really give a shit. I'm spending. I have upkeep, and I'm gonna have upkeep on most of these bases because of the amount of formers I'm putting out. And I don't want to resource starve them so much to where they can't build other things. So if some formers die, look, it's a sacrifice for the greater good. They can die knowing that they died planting trees, which is how everyone really wants to die. Now, unfortunately, that xenofungus thing is in a bad spot and needs to go. So I'm actually going to scout it, make sure there's no one in there, and bring a guy down. I think I'm going to back this here as well, which is going to put every base there at 3, which is a bunch of kittens, huggles, and sunshine rainbows, or whatever the fuck. Build 2 formers, recycling tank. Now, the recycling tanks, I never said what they did. They're fairly important here. I'll show you. Consult data links. Recycling tanks increase. They give you nutrient, minerals, and energy output at the square of the base. So this is a 3-2-3 tile now. This one is a 2-1-1. So recycling tank is going to boost up the tile for the base. So it goes from a 2-on-1 to a 2-3, or what, a 3-2-3? Yeah. So it gives it 1 nutrients, 1 mineral, and 2 energy. Something like that. Guys, let's go ahead and build this base again, and maybe it will finish its defender in time and not be so lazy. It has 2 not to finish its defender. Turn complete. So go ahead and go. And he has his defender. Great. Now those scouts aren't the greatest of defenders, of course, because they are the base unit, and I do have synth metal now for them. However, we can't upgrade them to go to synth metal, but we're not going to do that right now. And the reason for that is because when the mine worms attack you, they attack you with their mine bullets, and physical armor, believe it or not, does not protect you from mine bullets. Okay. Now that that is taken care of. I haven't really thought of what kind of tech plan I want to go down or anything like that, so I'm just going to kind of go for things that sound great. Gene splicing. I could get the citizens as far as I know how that works now. Well, I guess being Zakharov, I may want to play somewhat defensive. So plasma steel armor will definitely help me be a bit more defensive. So we'll go ahead and go with that. We have another colony pod, which is great. Unfortunately, there's not an immediate place I could go in that direction. That fungus also needs to go, because they still need to take care of fungus. So let's see. I guess I could sneak that base up there. Also, we are gonna... It's gonna take you 10 turns. You're in your growing setting. Shit, dude, just keep going, I guess. We're gonna keep this guy around here to scout. I basically want to make sure this tile stays empty. It does take a while to get rid of fungus, unfortunately, but it's a very important thing to do, of course. I think it just spread there. I can't tell. So you can build there, and you can be all lonely. You can actually build one former. And you know what you could actually do? So we're going to make something here. So let me see if workshop. So every unit is actually made in this game. It's broken apart by its chassis, weapon, shielding, special abilities, and reactor. For the most part here, we'll be focusing on chassis, weapon, and shielding for the beginning, of course. Now the chassis is what type of unit it is. This is, of course, an infantry. You can have a speeder. Its main benefit is the speed movement is now 2. As opposed to the infantry's, which is 1. And of course the fact that I guess it has wheels. Anyways, we're gonna get a boat, which in this game is called a foil. And we don't want a weapon on it. We want a terraforming unit so that it can terraform sea tiles. And that's all I want. So it's a sea farmer. We don't actually have to prototype it, I guess, because it's using forming technologies. And you know, it's just a boat itself. So we're gonna go ahead and queue up 2 sea farmers and get your recycling tanks out. And we can go ahead and center. Forest expands, which is great. You can defend, and you can eat up all that xenofungus and do whatever with it you want. Let's see now. We'll go ahead and road. And you're going to ninja down here. You can move. And why don't you just check out there. And you can go ahead there. So beginning of the game here is a lot of terraforming. And it needs to get done. Unfortunately, it always feels like a job that never really gets done. I feel like it takes a long time to get all the terraforming done. Now you could... there is a thing you could get here, which is the weather paradigm, which reduces terraforming rate by 50%, or increases it, I guess, by 50%. You could get that, but it's also a lot of turns. So it's one of those things you have to consider. Forest expand, which is great. I believe forests can also expand into xenofungus, effectively killing the xenofungus. I wish it would do that more often for me. But seeing my luck so far, I'd be hard-pressed to get anything to go in my way. We're going to go ahead and go through here and explore. Daedra has begun the weather paradigm. Does that mean she has finished? Actually, I might not be able to see. No. She has shifted from wasn't she building? Yeah, she's building human genome. So she has, for some reason, dumped the human genome and gone for weather paradigm, probably because of me talking about it. The AI seems to know exactly what you're thinking, what you are talking about, and will do its best to crush your hopes and dreams using that information. True story. So we're going to go ahead and keep eating up all this stuff. Terraforming, and of course getting new laser beams. Now, for as great as laser beams are and all that kind of stuff, we still need to power our economy and the rest of all of our other shit. And we also need to grow, because growing's good. But some of these bases are going to start building so many buildings that it's going to start to cost us money. Well, they cost us money, but what I mean is we will go negatives. So we're going to go ahead and get that so I can get free market. No, not so I can get free market, but so I can get energy banks. I believe I can see my income. I think it's one of these Fs. Might be F2, F3. Yeah, F3. So, fortunately, I don't have any maintenance yet because I'm not really building anything that has maintenance. That will change. That will change pretty quick. Also, recycling tanks aren't that expensive, and they do take some time. You could rush them. So I could spend 132 to get it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That saves this base 17 turns, which I feel is a pretty good investment. Also, this base is supporting that speeder we found. After that's done, you can go ahead and make me a colony pod. And just so you're not repeating colony pods, stockpile energy. It will yell at me when it's stockpiling energy. I really want to get the virtual world out. Unfortunately, it might take a while, but it's a pretty important secret project for us to get, based upon the fact that we are Zack. I'm also going to go here, I guess, with this base. That'll be fine. You can ninja up there and eat that xenofungus. Also, unsurprisingly, more infested pods. Force expands. That was my guy retreating. Also, you could build the virtual network node. Are you coastal? You are coastal. Why don't you build me a sea former? And then, let's see here. No, whatever. Does that building have maintenance? 1. That's okay. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, this guy. So he got engaged in combat, but he didn't die. That is due to the fact that he was losing, and since he has a higher movement speed, I believe that's why he withdrew from the engagement and saved himself. Unfortunately, if this mine worm decides to pursue, we might get caught in that xenofungus for so long that he will catch up and raffle skates all over my broken and dead body. We'll see if he can make it. And we'll just keep expanding here and keep forming and eating everything with our gigantic drills as we drill the ground. He didn't make it. I didn't think he would. Also, mine worms have the ability to rank up just like our units. When they rank up, they get bigger, more deadly, and more terrifying. So that kind of sucks. Go ahead and move these guys here. You can go there. Go ahead and build this base with its really fucked up name. 73 turns into the game. I'd build some more formers and recycling tanks. Forces expand, that is great. Go ahead and build a force here. I do need to get